Welcome back to another episode of Forgotten Gear Restorations, where we have successfully tackled this 1953-ish Fender Champ, model designation 5C1. We had some challenges along the way, but a successful outcome. I love it. I love a good, feel-good story. The warm and fuzzies. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the channel if you like it. Welcome back. Sincerely grateful to have you guys here. Love the discourse, love the camaraderie, the whole thing. Enjoy. All right, Aldo, good morning, buddy. Good morning to the rest of you goons and mutants out there as well that have been following along with the channel. I do appreciate it, I sincerely do. It's a pleasure to have the discourse, the camaraderie, and then the flow of ideas and information. I'm learning a lot from you goons out there, I'm telling you. Love it. I've been at this for over 2 decades, and I still learn something new every single day. There's always somebody out there that has a little more nitty-gritty on something than I do, and I love it. All right, Aldo, I'm wrapping this up. I have added some backup rectifier diode. Oh, pardon there. The old train pulling up to the bread factory across the way. Love it. Nothing like the sound and smell of a strong diesel engine in the wee hours. So we have some backup rectifier diodes. I did put a new bulb in there. Your old one's in the baggie because it's a little dingy through the years, a little burnt. The glass is burnt. It's the original one. I removed and replaced 2 of the old Sangamo caps that were seeing high voltage. Those are notorious for leaking. The one that's sitting there after the inputs going into the grid is going to stay. That one's still fine. You have 3 new electrolytics there. And I think you're going to be, and of course the new power cord, you're going to be quite pleased with how little noise there is. Now we might hear a little something as these old tubes are warming up, but just bear in mind that this is a single-ended amp from, say, 1953. And I want you to, I'm going to get you down there. Now, granted, this is an incredibly small driver, a small speaker. But I want you to be on the lookout for buzz. So there's not the updated filament wiring method that was used on the latter Fenders of the golden age, rather. So the detractors that are saying you have to run everything as a twisted pair, you're missing out on the truth, and that is on an amp with such a simple and clean layout as this, not really necessary. So just let me grab a different camera angle, and I did do a repair on the chassis screw that holds this guy in on the screw hole going into this lateral panel here on the right hand side when you're facing rearward. So that'll be nice and tight. But let me switch camera angles and show you what's up. Actually, yeah, hang on. All right, here we are. Now, for whatever reason, my phone is having a hell of a time with autofocus. I don't know if it's because the SSD is near full or it's just getting up there. This is a 13 Pro Max. And sadly, it's old now. At least with respect to Apple's updates. It's sad how things can be just considered garbage and treated like such after just serving you for a few years reliably. But here we go. So have a listen. Maybe a little bit of crackle as these old tubes are warming up, but once we get past there, just full up. That's just a little bit of hiss from being all the way up. Love it.
I can't help it that I'm custom made. I can't help it that I look good, smell good, woo, can dance all night long. I can't help it that I'm the greatest wrestler alive today. But I'll tell you this, Dusty Rhodes, you got no more boot. So, brother, the leg is back on the line.
All right, let's get some little sounds out of the little guy. Let's see what it's capable of. This is my guitar's noise. Now, this is all the way up. This is the epitome of 50s guitar tone right here. This little guy right here. Even for me, more so than the Tweed Deluxe. The latter models, I'm talking the 5E models. For me, this is pretty much the pinnacle of the Tweed sound. Is it as grindy as a Tweed Deluxe? No, it doesn't have the gain. We're looking at a full octal complement of tubes, but it really lets your guitar shine through, and it's a beautiful thing. This is just, this is a PAF style humbucker and a bridge. Really good sound. And then when you're thinking about the size of the speaker in here, are you really handicapped? Not really. Volume-wise, it's loud. It sits above a loud conversation. It's perfect. Perfect for a bedroom, especially if you have common walls. And it might even be considered too loud for that scenario as well. Certainly not louder than a train horn, I can tell you that. Interesting. Anyway, I'm not going to play grab ass with a diesel. So you guys have a lovely morning. we're going to be shifting our focus over to a 1975-ish Vox AC30 that's being naughty on the Brilliant channel. And this amp is probably the pinnacle of that sound. This is for me sort of a holy grail type of amp. Is it the best year for an AC30? Well, you could argue that, and people will. But I heard this amp at the owner's house, and it's just amazing. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Have a great morning. Bye.